Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get 120 FPS constantly on all hardware. Like me, I'm on a Ryzen 7 4800H and a 2060 laptop that is pretty old. It's from like 2020, and I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get 120 FPS constantly. Now we're going to be using frame generation, and you're probably going to be wondering how you can do that because it doesn't support any graphics card that is below the 40 series, but don't worry, I'll show you the step carefully, and so you guys can follow me. It's relatively quick, only have to do a few things and it's done. It's not that hard at all. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the first step is to spoof your graphics card so that your graphics card appear to be a 40 series card for Wuthering Wave to unlock frame generation setting. And to do that, you just have to come to this location inside of registry. You can come here by just typing registry inside your search bar, and after you're here, you go to the device description and you put in this value data right here inside of device description. I'll leave the link, I'll leave the location and everything down in the description, so you guys have an easier time finding this place, and also just copy and pasting everything. So after you're done spoofing your GPU inside of registry, make sure you restart your computer so that your computer may recognize the graphics card as a 4050, and so does your Wuthering Wave game to also recognize that. And after you're done doing that, you come to this website right here. I'll leave the link down in the description, and you go up to File, choose the latest one available. I also want to mention that this website require you to have an account, so you might have to also make an account inside of this. Well, you can just put in your email and it's pretty quick, so don't have to do much. And after that, you just press slow download, so you don't have to pay for premium, and it'll start downloading. After it's done, you can go to file location, extract all, and you want to make another file explorer tab. Go to your Wuthering Wave directory. Over here you press Wuthering Wave game, client, binary, win64, and you would want to copy all of this, which is the location of the file, and you want to Control V or just paste it like this inside here so that the file would go inside of Wuthering Wave. After that, you would want to press extract, but since I already done it, I don't need to. And after you guys done, you should see version.dll inside of Wuthering Wave directory, and that means you're successfully put the mod inside the game. Alright, now that after doing all of that, you should see OptiScaler on the bottom left, and they'll always appear once the mod is in your game, and that just means you successfully put the mod inside of the game, and you should be able to progress into the next step of this video. Okay guys, now that we're inside the game, we can see our FPS is quite stuttery. We're currently at around 30 to 40 FPS, and it's just not enjoyable. So to fix that, we should go to our setting, go to our graphic, and turn our graphic quality up to performance. We should put our frame rate at 60 and FreeSync turned off. Also turn off motion blur and go down all the way to advanced. We should see NVIDIA DLSS, turn that on. Frame generation should now also be available, so turn it on as well. And super resolution should be at quality for the best image quality. Now, after we've done that, we can see that our FPS has climbed up to 100. Although it's frame generated, it is quite smooth, and yeah, we can do better to make sure it's stuck at 120. So to do that, we should pull up our mod menu. I'll tell you what key to press on screen right now. And at the top, we should see screen space ray tracing, and yeah, basically the setting is just for better shadow visual, and usually I recommend turning it off because it takes a little bit of performance. And Ghostbuster basically eliminate ghosting when you're driving, so if you're not driving that much, this setting is kind of a double-edged sword, as it mess up with your character hair and head. So yeah, I recommend turning it off. And VSync, I just turn it off, and FPS limit, I'll turn it on and set it at 120 so that it don't go overboard. And reflex boost, I also turn it on for better latency. And now we should put our MFG mode override. Basically it's just what frame generation you want to use, like how many times you want it to be. So I use time 3. So after, wait, hold on, we should press persist so that our settings get saved, and turn on status bar so we can see our generated frame right here and our base frame rate. And yeah, after doing all that, as you can see, we are now stuck at 120 FPS most of the time, and you can see our latency is 55 milliseconds. It's quite, honestly, it's not horrible at all. It feels almost as if I'm playing on 60 FPS but with 120 FPS frame. And yeah, the latency is not terrible. You're now enjoying a better display. It's quite smooth to look at, and also feels really nice. Honestly, it doesn't feel that much delayed. So yeah, that's basically it. We're even running inside the city while there's a lot of NPC everywhere. Usually if there's this many NPC, I'm running around like this, it's gonna be like 20 FPS. But because of frame generation, we able to get to 120 with no stutters. And that's like the beauty of frame generation when it's done right. It's beneficial for people on lower hardware like us, but as you know, NVIDIA is kind of greedy, so they didn't allow this technology to be used on lower hardwares. And that's where FSR3 came into play. So yeah, this is the perfect time for me to explain what the mod does. So basically what the mod does is it swap out DLSS frame gen for FSR frame generation. That's why this mod works so well. That's why frame generation is able to work on this computer, even though it's old hardware. Because if you just turn on frame generation while you don't use this mod, it does basically nothing, because DLSS frame generation doesn't work on hardware that is lower than 4050, even if you spoof your GPU. So yeah, if you guys find this video useful and you know it works, make sure to share it with your friends so that they as well can play this game on 120 FPS, because it's just more enjoyable that way. Even though we're sacrificing some quality graphics, it's better than playing on stuttery mess, honestly. So I recommend playing with this setting, but if you guys want to change it up a bit, feel free to do so, as it is preference. So whatever you guys do is up to you guys. And yeah, this is just the method to play this game at 120 FPS. Even if you're running inside the city, you won't see any frame drop, and your latency is just, yeah, it's basically almost as if you're not even turning on frame generation. Alright, so that's right about all of the things I want to show in this video. So yeah, see you guys.